There once was a cat named Olive. She lived in a house with 3 human family members and her brother named Milo. And Olive loved to sit at a windowsill during the cool of the day and watch the world go by. Olive loved to watch the neighborhood outdoor cat named Gary. Gary loved to romp around in neighbors' yards and in their flower beds and lay on driveways when it was warm. Well, Olive wanted to live like Gary. She wanted to be outside. So one day, as her human owner, Brett, was walking in and out through the house, doing yard work chores and having to come in and grab this or that, she made her escape. She ran out through the garage as her owner, Brett, cried after her and her other family members cried after her, trying to get her to come back. Well, she escaped, and she ran through the neighborhood, sniffing at flowers, laying in lawns, or even batting the occasional bumblebee. Well, that night she made her way through Betty's yard, one of the neighbors, and she laid under Betty's shed because it was cool and there were no bugs to try and annoy her. Unfortunately, that night there was a terrible thunderstorm, and poor Olive was scared. Her whiskers quivered and her fur got wet. She didn't want to be outside anymore because she was afraid. She ran up to Gary saying, "Gary, please help me. I need to get back to my family." And Gary, her newfound friend, she thought, rolled his eyes and walked away from her, enjoying as the water fell on his fur. Olive was very upset because she thought that she had a friend, but she didn't. So Olive decided to go back inside. She ran through neighbors' yards and finally made her way up the back porch steps of her family and clawed and pounded and wailed as she tried to get in through the screen door. Finally, a light flicked on and Olive saw hope. Her human owner, Amy, opened the door and scooped Olive into her arms, saying, "Olive, we missed you so much. We were so afraid that you'd be gone forever," and Milo was so distraught. So Olive made her way home. The family put a towel to wipe the water away from Olive and held her and said how much they had missed her, and Olive even got a few treats. She was happy to be home.